start recording. This is definitely episode 22. It has assured me there's absolutely no way that it could be any other number. So I'm going to confidently label this one as episode 22 of the very, for some reason, famous. And by famous, I mean just too many of you watch this Piggybank Podcast. You know, Jit, how are you doing today, handsome?
I'm doing amazing. How are you, though?
I could not be better. I am. So many things are going great. I cut off my my beard because I'm a fucking idiot, and
very disappointed by that decision.
I found out so many things. So, for example, do you see this like bald spot right here?
Yeah.
You can't see it. I have a giant scar on my neck. I have no idea how I got that.
Well, maybe it's one of the several times you've had like a crazy ex who like.
Mauled me, perhaps. Well, no, my brother has ones that throw things. Mine are just like emotionally insane. They never like. Physically strike me. Yeah, I'm too quick. You know, they wouldn't be able to catch me. I'm too quick. I'm like a fucking fox. What's new with you though? Can you give me a little bit of life update, because I'm about to just overload your brain talking about my last 2 weeks.
I can't wait to hear it. But all right, but before I start that, more importantly, good morning, Haley. Good afternoon, Haley.
That's true.
Hope you're having a wonderful day,
Haley. I hope that you get fat soon. You eat too much and you get fat and sad, and your husband leaves you. Anyways, continue. Don't laugh at that.
No, well, it's been pretty good. Bae just had a birthday this past weekend.
Yeah, I recall that. There was ample notice was given to me.
Well, she kind of told me like she does with most plans that we have. She's like, so you're coming tonight, right? And I was like, this is Thursday.
She's the jit of your life. I love it. I actually love so much how much your girlfriend does to you what you do to me.
She just ints me so hard, and I don't know why. But no. So she was like, yeah, you're coming up tonight, right? And I'm like, well, I guess so.
Yeah, you've been voluntold.
And we went to well, actually, you wouldn't know because you don't go and drink.
Yeah,
but you know how expensive
lay it on me.
Bars are?
I do know how expensive bars are because I eat at bars sometimes.
God damn. We went to two different... We went to a distillery and then like a speakeasy type little bar.
Yeah.
And $20 for a cocktail is a little bit fucking insane.
Dude, the pizzas I've seen in some parts of Canada from Nigel and I talking about stuff is just like, oh no.
I mean, take Emma's suggestion for a $55 cheese pizza.
That was one of the funny. I feel like people forget how absurd that like some of the people that are in our communities, like lives and worldviews are in terms of how disconnected they are from reality. And how
disparity.
It's actually so funny that like there is someone in our Discord named me who just 2 raw potatoes. That is my diet for today. That's all that I'm gonna eat is just 2 baked potatoes. And there are people that are like $56 for a cheese pizza is like not that crazy.
Yeah, it's probably a pretty good cheese pizza in their defense.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh okay, shut the fuck up forever. I'm never ever listening to any words you have to say for the rest of your life that involve any sort of financial advice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not financial advice, but like financial takes for the everyman.
Spending advice.
Yeah, just holy shit.
And for context, for that pizza, she suggested that after I had gone through the process of saying like, if I stack this coupon with a walk-in deal, I spend $3 on a Domino's medium. Yeah. And she's like, yeah, but that's subpar. That's not even pizza. It's like, oh.
You're out there coupon maxing, and she's fucking shitting on your coupon maxing. What a fucking idiot. Yeah,
absolutely feral.
Absolutely feral.
Yeah, no. So 4 cocktails ends up being like my entire paycheck, and really sad weekend.
That makes me sad that it was sad. I want you to have a good weekend.
It was a great weekend. It was sad for my wallet.
Okay. I want to clarify that because you were about to make me really sad when you were like, it was the worst weekend ever, and I punched my girlfriend in the face because it was so shit.
Well, sometimes you gotta show her a place, but that's for a different conversation.
Oh no, where's Matt?
Other than that, this week's been amazing at work. Before you get into your work life,
lay it on me. I'm excited. I want to listen. I want to absorb your life like a parasite.
So we've been just a bunch of NPCs in the office, as some would call us. Because half the office is gone, and because we'll attest to this, no work gets done when most people leave.
Okay, based.
So basically, like the project manager, the project lead, and the guy who does sales all are gone on a business trip for the whole week.
All right, based.
It's just free for all time, all day.
Yeah.
I have Minecraft on USB. Doesn't work, but I put it on there just in case.
Fuck yes. Of Minecraft. I do wonder, actually. I wonder when that technology is going to become like a thing where it's like you could literally have like Minecraft on a USB and you can plug it into a computer and the USB itself handles all the rendering and shit.
Oh, I'd say if you want something like that, it's not actually like that out of reach. If you have like $300,
interesting.
You just put it on Raspberry Pi.
Ooh.
Because Raspberry Pis have an 8 gig model, like 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to ruin my life and like get fired because I like fucking bring Minecraft to the work company computer.
Oh god.
Dude,
the trick is to quit before they fire you.
True.
That way you're in power.
Based. Yeah, like so much of the orientation process is like. So for the record, I got this job. I feel so fucking bad because every other person in orientation gives me the saddest story of how this job has changed their life, and they're like so grateful to get this position, and like it's life changing because it's like decent money. It's like 20 plus an hour, like after taxes, and so just like normal people are just like fucking like in tears. Like, this is the greatest opportunity of my life. I drive an hour and a half out here to get this job. Meanwhile, I'm like, I live 3.5 minutes away from where I'm working, and if I lived 4 minutes away, I would not have taken this job. Yeah. I would have said no. Just, I don't know, it makes you feel like a real dickhead.
Yeah, no. When you told me how much it was, and then it sent me the like qualifications needed, and the like examples of tasks, it's like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why don't these jobs exist anywhere remotely close to me?
So without getting super into where I work, because they'll fire me if I do that. I guess without saying the name, but like because of the type of work that we do, it's very strict. I think the turnover rate is going to be insanely high.
Yeah.
Like, and not even because it's like demanding or hard work. It's literally just like you are not allowed days off. Banned.
Yeah.
Like. You have to find someone to cover your shift, and if you don't show up, you're immediately fired.
Yeah.
They cannot afford to fuck around and find out. It is you show up and you work or you're fired. And it's like you aren't even allowed to like even if you accrue a fuck ton of PTO, like you only get 10 like instances of being absent a year. And then you're fired immediately.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Correct. Now, to be fair, they refer to them as instances. So it's like say you get the flu, Jit.
Yeah.
And you're out for like a week. That's one instance.
Oh, that's so fucking generous.
Yeah. But your PTO counts as an instance.
Yeah, but it's paid.
Yes. But I'm saying like, say, you know.
Oh, so if you take like a day off for PTO, that's an instance.
Yes. And then
that's kind of the same as like knocking out for a week with the flu.
Yep.
And that's shit.
So it's like you pretty much like it's designed in a way where it's like, and I understand why. It makes sense. They're not like being assholes. It makes sense because of the type of work they do. But
yeah, you have to. But
yeah,
it still sucks.
It's the idea of like they want if you're gonna take PTO, they want you to take it in a big chunk, so it's just one instance. They don't want you taking say you get like 13 days of PTO. They don't want you taking 13 random days off. They want to make sure that you are scheduling very far in advance, and it's also like the only way to get guaranteed PTO is to schedule it a year in advance. That's how it works. So like they basically told us like, hey, on Friday you have to give us your PTO for this year, like what you want. So I already know what I want to take off, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And they're like, we know you guys don't have any paid time off. We don't care. Like we have like a system where you can like draw into your bucket for like X amount of days. So it's like you basically start with like 10 days, so you can go negative 10 days of PTO.
Right. Yeah. It's I can't remember the term for it, but that's how we started too.
Yeah. It was super like. All the benefits seem cool as hell and like fine, but it's just I feel so bad every time people are just like I drove 68 miles through the snow to get here, and it's like if there was a blizzard I could walk to my job and it would not be a problem.
The last chance. I was homeless after this.
Yeah, like what's funny too is there was literally like we had someone staying at our house from the Ukraine before the war started, And it was literally a blizzard one day, and he's just like, I will walk to work now. And it's like,
yeah.
Okay. And he just walked to work.
All right, buddy.
Just completely fine. Didn't die. It's like, huh. Yeah, you just walk in blizzards as long as you wear enough coat. It's also, you're just so close to the fucking job that nothing bad could happen. But I haven't talked to you at all about the process, have I? And like the people that I've encountered. Oh shit! Let me tell you.
I've skimmed some out of the general chat, but like just surface level details.
So like,
I can't wait.
Normally, I would say this is how, like in my personal life, right? If I'm in a room with like 10 people, I'm probably the 9th smartest person in that room, possibly 10th, you know? I'm never 99 parsing the intelligence check on most rooms I'm in. Right. Man, when I'm in this room, I'm like, I might literally be the smartest person in this room. Like, this is ridiculous. It makes me fear for the planet with some of the way... people are like... I feel like there are NPCs, the way that some people act, where they're like... So obviously it's a corporate environment, but the way they answer the fucking questions feels like the most copy-pasted. Well, you know, this really matches my values, and I think that's a really important. It's like, just pick up the phone, dog. Just like that's all I have to do.
Listen, that's the canned response you have to give.
No. And this isn't to like customers. Like with the customers, I'm the most NPC of all time.
Yeah.
You know, thank God you're the greatest. You know.
Fellow coworkers, they're NPCing it.
Yeah, and they're like trying to they're just trying to act so much better than each other, and it's just such a weird like. I don't know, man, and it's like, so we're talking about the PTO, and they're like, what are you like trying to take your PTO off for? And I was like, like, got a birthday party. That's cool. It's cool. You're off for your birthday. That's cool. Like, like, you know, it's like, where are you going in town? I'm like, I'm not going to town. I'm in California. Oh, where? Oh, it's like Elsinore. Oh, you have a couple of buddies over. I'm like, you know, a few. I'm like, how many? And I'm like, like 30 to 40. And they're just like, I didn't even know you could know that many people. And it's like, it was just so weird talking. And they were talking about video games. And it was just like the way they experienced life in the world was like, I don't live an exciting, fucking high-paced life, right? But I live like a far more social life than 99% of people. So it's like, anytime people bring up social activities and like friend groups and dynamics, like I immediately just like we're in just such different fucking worlds of lifestyles. So it's like, yeah, you have 2 friends. That's it. That's all you have. and I don't mean 2 friends in the sense that like the way that I like to use the word friend, which is like, you know, you or Nigel or Spiv, those are my friends. Everyone else is like an acquaintance, but I'll still call them a friend because most people call them friends. They have 2 acquaintances, all right? These are not motherfuckers they know that well, and it was shocking. But there were also like a lot of really cool people. Like part of the training was literally just like they fucked up the scheduling, so like we basically had like 4 hours to fuck around, and they didn't know what to do with it. So they were just like, go walk around all the departments and like take notes, I guess. I don't know. And they just left us alone. Like, just don't leave before 4:30. And immediately, like, there are 12 of us training. Some of the people were immediately scheming, like, dude, we could leave early. They wouldn't know. And I'm just like, why would you risk this?
Day 1, let's go.
That's what I'm saying. No, it was
day 2. Throw it all on the line. Throw it all on the line.
Day fucking 2, and they're just talking about risking it all. And I'm just like, how am I the most responsible one here? I get upset whenever I'm in like, I'm the most responsible person, or like, just I'm put in any position of power. It drives me up the fucking wall because I'm like such an idiot that it triggers me to be like, no, we need better adults around. Like, like for example, my birthday party. If I'm knocked unconscious and there's a fire, everyone is surviving. No one is dying. If I'm knocked unconscious in that room of trainees and there's a fire, I don't think everyone's making it out. All right.
We're talking 70% casualty.
Yeah. Where it's
the door's gonna have an electronic lock and they can't figure that out.
Uh-oh. Dude, navigating a web browser, like, I did not think that was a skill.
Yeah.
Dude, being able to like parse out the SEO of a website is insane. Where it's like there's a little search bar, right? And one of our tasks was like, find these 2 things. 30-minute task. I'm done in 15 seconds. Like, so like, they're trying to find like someone's name. They're adding his title and his name. I literally just typed his first name, Control F his last name. Got him on the directory. Here we go. Easy. They gave us all kinds of little assignments that were literally just like, oh, go find X thing on our company website to like find these forms. You know, oh, you've got 45 minutes. Good luck. And it's like, I need 45 seconds. This is a Control F moment. This is not.
Yep.
And this is not to say that I'm like a genius. These are just easy tasks.
Functions. Yeah.
Yes. This is like
of operating a computer. You just passively know how to use those.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Like, we sat down for like 15 minutes and explained what an email was.
Holy fuck.
And like how to use email. And they're like, oh, here's how you use Microsoft Teams. Also, I'm getting fired because of Microsoft Teams. They give you access to, there are like 70,000 employees. You can instant message any of them whenever you want.
I love Teams so much.
They constantly add each other on accident to group chats. I've been on the fucking job for like 3 days now. I'm in like 50 group chats with like hundreds of people. Half the group chats are, what? Please remove me from this. What? I don't want to be here. How do I leave? And as soon as I saw that, I'm just typing away. All right, guys, I'm having so much fun. I can't wait to have lunch today. What are you guys getting for lunch? I can't tell if they're like NPCs I'm talking to or people that are also doing the bit of like, oh, it's fucking hilarious that like all these boomers are freaking out and they're responding and having a normal conversation with me. And so I can't tell if they're like in on the bit or if it's just like grandma's like, oh, the computer's talking to me again. My new friend.
Gerald in the basement is just like, oh, someone's responded.
Yeah, I don't know. And I finally got what was funny too was the fucking, so I like obviously signed up to be a fucking part-time employee because I don't like super need money to survive right now. And like part-time is like 20 hours a week at $20 an hour. Like that'll pay us for everything. That'll pay for my birthday this year and next year. That like there'll be room to fuck around, like all kinds of shit. And that's like including all the insurance I have to pay for with the job, which is all like done through the job, and they take it straight out of your paycheck, which I kind of like, because then you never get hit by like a big charge. You just like are slowly murdered over the course of your life. But the insurance is like insanely good. Like off podcast, I'll talk to you about some like the crazy options they give you because of where I work. Are
you talking like health insurance?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the options are like, it's basically like, yeah, you can just go to the doctor for free whenever you want. There's no charge whatsoever.
So crazy to hear you say that.
Yeah, I know, as a Canadian.
Like, dude, it's insane. Like, I could just show up at a doctor's office and I'm not charged. It's like, okay.
Like, the deductible is super low. And it's like, so again, obviously America's so much different, but like so many procedures are straight up just like covered, where it's like, oh no, like, yeah, like you want this 100% covered. Like, oh, like you want LASIK? Like, yeah, that's 100% covered in X amount of years working here. Like, we'll just pay for it outright.
What is, if you can say, your monthly cost to have that insurance or benefits?
Oh, super. So the dental and vision is $9 a month, which is great. I think the I did the math. It's about $1,200 a year if I got the super.
So $100 a month.
Yeah, the super deluxe version is about what it would be. Yeah. And the super deluxe version is very interesting to me because well, another thing too is like all your prescriptions are like basically free almost. Like there are a lot of little benefits I didn't even think about that were just like, wow, this is like so much better than the private insurance I had for most of my life, where it's like, you know, I could still get whatever the fuck I wanted, but like, you know, there was like a price tag attached to it.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, no, you can do whatever you want.
We get so fucking scammed on benefits here because like going to the doctor is just free. So and all the operations are just free, right? Yeah. So the major cost that you get like the benefit from, it evaporates instantly. Yep. So we get like, oh man, our pills are like 90% covered, and oh cool, we can wear glasses now, and that's it. It's like, okay, that's the deluxe package.
Yeah, there was something else that was like just like so crazy to me when I read it from like just like everyone's allowed to get this. I can't remember what it was with the insurance, but it was just like,
is it massages and stuff like that?
Maybe, but I remember just thinking like obviously the reason that it's like this is because most people are not utilizing these tools whatsoever.
If you min-max it,
dude,
they're not accounting for you.
Everyone, like, when we were supposed to sign up for our benefits, everyone like signed up like 2 minutes. That was the one time I'm like, they gave us like legal paper. I'm like just jotting down numbers of like, okay, so I get these like 7 medications. Like what's the most optimal way I can like get all this healthcare while like also keeping my costs down, because I do want to still like fuck around and like have fun and shit.
Right.
Or like they give you like it's like 2 teeth cleanings a fucking month for free from a dentist.
Jesus Christ.
And it's like, oh yeah, like
I'll just take both of those.
My teeth are about to be so fucking clean. Like,
you just don't brush anymore. You just bi-weekly go and get them clean.
Exactly. And like the way it works too is like reading all the rollover stuff, and like I've already like, which is so funny. It's like I literally got this job to be like, oh yeah, I'll do this for like, you know, a couple months and fuck off. Now I'm like, these hours are, if they're what I think they're gonna be, I'm doing this for, they've got me hook, line, and sinker. As like, this is, because they keep referring to it as a career, and I'm like, whoa, but it's a career.
Slow down there. Pump some brakes.
This is a fun little activity. And now I'm like, no, I fuck with this. But so what was funny was the lady pulls me aside, like concerned, because she's like, first she told the entire class there are no 10-hour days. That's just not allowed. All right, there are like maybe 3 departments across like 500 that do 410s. It is not common. And then, you know, she pulls me aside after class. She's like, can you stay after class? I'm like, sure. Thinking that like I'm in trouble for shit posting all the time. Right? I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm already getting fired because I'm a fucking retard and I could not post. I couldn't. And they said we were allowed to, so I did. And they encouraged us to. Because like apparently they have like, my guess is that a bunch of people have like just been shooting themselves recently, because they're like, it's really important that you have as much fun as possible while still doing your work at work. And we encourage you to be happy. Okay? Please don't kill yourselves. It was like the vibes they were throwing out. So I was like, I wonder if people are just like blowing their brains out on a daily basis here.
They're trying to drop that number.
Yeah. But so I was fucking on that. But yeah, so she pulls me aside and I'm just like, I didn't even make it 2 days. I'm fucking fired, man. Like, god damn it. Yeah. And she's like, okay, I know that, I just, don't worry, you're not in trouble. And I was like, oh, thank God. This is already, we're like, what the fuck could this possibly be then? And she's like, I'm only pulling you aside because on your sheet you put you were interested in like part-time work instead of full-time work. And I'm like, yeah, I'm either or. Like, you know, like if all you have is full-time work, like I'll suck it up and I'll just do full-time work. It's whatever. And then she's like, well, we have a part-time position, but it's only 2 days a week for 10 hours on Thursday and Friday. And I'm like, you literally could not have labeled like a better fucking time for me.
Yeah.
Like, this is the best answer I could have gotten. And she was like, you're kidding. Like, stop messing with me. I'm like, no, I'm dead serious. You like, this is, if I could have picked my terms, this is exactly what I would have gotten.
Yeah. Literally just off for 8 days.
Yeah. Yeah. There's never like, say like for whatever reason on Friday or Thursday, they're just like, can you work a 12? Sure. Fuck it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No other plans.
Yeah. It was very exciting. So hopefully that doesn't fall through. We got assigned our departments for this week, and I haven't talked to like the actual department lead about the hours or anything like that. This is just like a one-time convo with the chick, and you know, we'll see how it goes. But that was very exciting. I am like actually excited. Oh my god, dude. The chaos that you could cause in this place. The lack of security.
What do you mean? Oh,
okay.
God.
So like they give us our little badges, you know. Immediately I like identify all the important doors that I can open, and I'm like, okay, if I wanted to cause some mayhem, some mischief, this is what I would do. Yeah. And it's like I literally built fucking hospitals for like years, right? Hospitals and schools. Without ever being in this hospital, I know the vast majority of this hospital's layout like the fucking back of my hand. And I know like how standards are in construction, so I know how things are built behind the scenes. So like
just copy and paste it.
Yeah, I am immediately like fucking like CS:GO surfing through this room, because we got sent on like scavenger hunts to find certain departments. And it's literally just like, you know, everyone's like, oh fuck, like where would the staff elevators be? And I'm like such a fucking autist that I'm like, okay, well, 6 floors down, the staff elevator is in this grid, and it's clearly a straight line, so there should be 2 doors over here, and boom. Just like literally just CSGO surfing through, like destroying everyone's times.
I'd love to see you just pull out a knife and just start weaving through the halls at work.
But yeah, so I got to a break room. The break rooms were actually super nice. The food there is fucking phenomenal. Probably never going to buy it because it's like one of the easiest ways to get you. Although, incredibly affordable. I was shocked at the price of the food. I'm so used to bad, overpriced food in these places. And I went to that break room on the first day. I bought like some spaghetti, just with the fucking breadstick. It was like $5.80 or whatever. And I opened the thing and I'm like, oh, this is a lot of spaghetti. I'm never getting it again because I immediately got red sauce on my shirt because I am a fucking retard and I can't eat appropriately.
You eat dry toast there, and that's it.
And then the next day I got like a sausage egg. I always call them McMuffins because of McDonald's, but I think they're just called muffins.
No, they're McMuffins.
I call them breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, is that a dumb thing to call them? Okay.
No, I get that.
And they were like $3 flat. So unbelievably fucking delicious. And I'm like, wow. Because my mom gave me like $10 for lunch. And I was like,
oh, so you're up.
Yeah, I'm up, baby. So yeah, I was had fucking lunch for 2 days. Yeah, now we're going back to not having lunch. Which is a big L.
So, yeah. This cafeteria, is this only for the employees or is this the public one?
This is employees only. And there's like a cafeteria on each floor basically. Yeah. And there's a specific staff assigned to like there's hot food there and they're replacing it like bam bam bam. But most of the time like the break room, there's like 6 fridges on each fucking floor with freezers. And so I immediately opened them. I want to see what was popping. You know, I want to like get it. I want to it was mostly scoping out of like, because realistically, when you're coming into these places as a not established person, you do sort of have to respect the pecking order and seniority and understand like, hey, if the fucking fridge has been at capacity for 6 years, I join and I boot somebody out of their fridge spot, like they're just gonna hate me forever, and there's no way around that. So I want to make sure there's room in the fridge, tons of room. Thank fucking God. But then I noticed the freezers have a bunch of these like Stouffer's meals with a bunch of different names written on them. And I was like, all that it would take to completely destroy this fucking hall would be go eat one of the, things that says Katie on it, leave the box out and write like Jake was here. And just
absolute turmoil.
That floor would fall apart immediately. Just a riot would start. Like, and they wouldn't believe each other. They would just Jacob like, it wasn't me. It was clearly Tanner, man. You fucking know Tanner. He is just trying to start shit between us. And I would just be laughing.
This is what you do, right?
Yeah,
so you do that. And then you make a group chat in teams with all the Katies and all the Jakes. And then you just let it happen.
You just walk away.
Yeah.
You just walk away. You turn 360 degrees and you walk away. Yeah, it's just...
And you just hear the shouting down the halls.
There was definitely like so much of me was just like fighting the urge to cause chaos. I was having so much fun talking to, like, forcing people to have small talk with me in the elevator, so I know people hate it.
God.
Just being like, well, I shouldn't say small talk, because it's like, I'm not like, how's your day going? I'd be, get on, I'd be like, all right, like, welcome to the elevator, man. Where you go? Oh, 6? I heard it's great this time of year. And, like, I'd hit my floor, I'd, like, turn around and be like, hey, man, you have the rest of your elevator ride, man. And, like, they all, like, obviously responded well, and, like, it was probably actually not annoying to any of them, because of how monotonous like most interactions are. But I was having so much fun being like, I know people hate elevators and elevator small talk, and I'm just like forcing them to be a part of it. Was so funny to me. But I don't know, like being in the like a place where there's like 70,000 employees constantly coming and going is like, that is my environment. I am built for this. Like, oh yes, I can make new friends immediately. Like, this is great. I'm literally fed a constant stream of new people to interact with. It's just...
Yeah, you hear that, guys? He's leaving us. He's making new friends in the real world.
That's true.
We'll all be forgotten about soon.
I can never forget you, shit. Do you know who we almost had on the podcast today?
Who did we almost have on the podcast?
We almost had Spiv.
Oh my god, that would have been wonderful.
That's what I said.
Listen, but
yeah,
I'd love her to participate.
That's what she said, and then she said that her voice is too high pitched and she has too much vocal fry. And I said I don't give a fuck about that at all. Like if I gave a shit about that, you probably wouldn't be my friend. But then she said she politely declined. And then
I'm gonna politely enforce it.
You know,
it's gonna have to happen. Encourage, not enforce.
Yeah, because I did tell Steph, I said, listen, buddy, I'm not gonna force you to do anything you don't want to do, you know, but you will be on my podcast one day, or I'll scream. But
I'll let her know. I'll log into Final Fantasy and graffiti the front of her house.
Also, I am 100% gonna get fired because I am gonna say a bad word eventually.
Oh, don't say the bad words.
Like, someone said fuck.
Don't say the gamer words.
No, someone said fuck on one of the floors. Everyone was just like, oh my goodness gracious, he just swore. So it's like, I've just been in complete corporate mode the entire time. Like, no swears, just like the most, just nothing. And the people that are like, you know, obviously being trained with me they're not like making risque jokes, but they're making like on the border risque jokes. Yeah. I'm just like, fellas, why are we risking anything? Like,
risk it all week one. Let's leave early, and while we leave, just start using the hard R everywhere.
It's just
the whole way out.
I don't know. I've determined that I'm like, also listen, because obviously you were fucking with me, and I feel like people were wildly not paying attention to who I was calling a bot or an NPC and why I was calling them shit coworkers. But I want to get your take on this, okay? Because this is what I was responding to. Because what I had said was like, oh, like, you know, these old ladies are like struggling, so I'm helping them out because, you know, I finished my modules. Like, what else am I gonna do, right? And then Tay and Intrep were like, fuck them, dude. You're getting paid hourly. Like, fuck them. Like, let them struggle. It means you get paid more to do nothing. Am I insane for, like, wanting to help out my coworkers and having their back? Is that, like, a insane thing to do?
I just like the record to show, just for Dakota, if he makes it this far, this is the wildest revisionist history I've ever been a part of.
Now, to clarify, me and Dakota have already talked about it. I literally pulled up MS Paint and we went through the logs to, like...
I'm so sad he didn't go through that with me, too.
Oh, because, like... I would love to draw it right on the podcast actually, but just like the amount of times that like, so what happens? I call this the like fucking gaslighting AnySPIDERPIG 101. So what'll happen is like I'll make an initial statement, right? Where it's like, oh, the modules I'm bored. Like, what the fuck do I do? Followed by Tay being, I'll have the old ladies. Tay being like, fuck them, dude. Like, you're getting paid hourly. Fuck them old ladies. And me going, oh yeah, I forgot you're a fucking bot and a shit coworker. Like. And then everyone else ignores the first two and then just sees me saying you're a fucking bot NPC and then goes, oh, he's talking to everyone in the Discord saying everyone but him is a shit employee who's a fucking dog shit coworker. And she's like, I wasn't talking to you. I was very specifically talking about my day.
It's so good. I love the gaslighting effect.
Dude, I fucking... What's up?
I was just gonna say that is NPC behavior, but I believe everyone else took it completely differently.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely ran with it.
Well, yeah, cool. Because you're like literally trying for. I think what everyone thought I was saying was, oh my goodness, like I'm doing nothing. I'm not generating value for this company.
Yeah.
No, fuck the company, dude. Whoever, like, who cares? Your coworkers, I'm talking about. I don't give a shit about the company, okay? I give a fuck about the people you're working with who are slaving themselves away to this company. And you should, like, unless they're complete assholes, do some small part to make sure they're not having a miserable time at work, you know?
Should have clarified that. It's your fault in the end.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, because, like... And then it turned into like, oh, Jill, you've never fucked off at work. Like, no, I fucked off at work all the time. That was literally my thing. Was like, how little work can I actually do? But if like one of my coworkers like needed help moving something or installing something or needed like a signature or like me to go with them somewhere to pick something up, I'm immediately out of my fucking chair. Like, let's go. Like, of course. Like, but
yeah,
you know, I'm not like gonna fucking NPC away for the company and like. You know, if these forums have to be done by the end of the day, listen, but they're gonna get it done at the end of the day, okay?
Yeah.
And I feel like somehow it turned into me just being like, you should always be maximizing the value that you produce for your company. All right. If you're not there, if you're not working 10 hours a day, only reporting 6, you're a piece of shit. Like,
yeah.
I was just so fucking mad.
I can't believe they spun that on you like that.
Yeah, I can't believe they did that shit. I can't believe it, man. They did this, and no one else named Jordan.
I can't think of anyone else in the guild named that. So
yeah, well, there's Max's girlfriend.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But
I think we talked about that.
Yes, and her name is literally like a fucking offshoot spelling of your name, which is insane.
Oh, well, so
the Aram. I'm saying
like. Oh, I thought you meant like she spells her name Jordan with like a Y.
Yeah, Jourdain.
Yeah. Retards.
Oh. Speaking of retards, we're playing Minecraft. I've got like 10 people in the channel because it's there. I'm talking to Max's girlfriend, and I refer to her as her real name because I feel like that's probably how she lives her life. So and then Max was talking to his girlfriend, and he referred to her as Jordan, and Max goes like, oh well, Jordan said this. Fucking Tyler thinks that it's you that he's talking about, and he keeps up his mic and goes, oh well, Jordan's a fucking retard, so don't listen to him. And I'm just like, because wrong Jordan.
Oh, listen here, fuck Tyler.
Just an immediate like
shit.
Just calling Max's girlfriend a retard in front of her, just like,
I love that.
Oh, like no, like wrong Jordan, misinput. It was a misinput. But yeah, I don't know. I'm very bad at this whole getting enough hours of sleep thing right now because like I keep playing Minecraft until too late, and then it's like, oh, I'll get off the computer at like 11, and then I get tons of sleep. And I gotta wake up at like fucking like 6. So that's like it's 7 hours. I'm fucking good. And then it's like 3:30 on my phone still, and I'm like, oh, I've made a mistake. It's too late, and then I go to work sleepy.
See, I go to sleep at like 10:30, 11, and I wake up at 7, and that's not even enough sleep.
Yeah. Well, I also have a CPAP, so I'm like able to sort of enter fucking
that deep shit.
Yeah, I gotta enter a stasis pretty quickly. Like, what's crazy too is like I do wake up in the middle of the night constantly still, but like the oxygen being forced into my brain and making me like breathe perfectly, like just it literally you're optimizing your sleep so much that I feel like you could drop like 3 or 4 fucking hours and still feel great.
Min-maxing your sleep reps.
Yeah, like unjokingly, that's like literally what I'm doing, and it feels great. Because I hadn't been using my CPAP for the last like fucking 6 or 7 months because like I've just lost so much weight that like I don't actually need it. But now it's like, oh no, we're abusing the fuck out of this for like optimizing our sleep for work. And it's like, I don't know, it's great. I recommend a CPAP to fucking anyone, even if you don't have sleeping problems. Go to your doctor and lie.
Just everyone get one. It comes pre-installed in the beds from now on.
Yes.
Just like bring it down.
Yes.
Built into the wall.
It's so good, man. The power that it brings you in your ability to just ignore sleep regulations. Also, the fucking dress code at this place. They made it sound like it was
a few color codes and that's it.
Yes, but they made it seem like, hey, you have to adhere to these grooming standards, these things, or you're donezo. And I'm like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Like, yeah, 100%. First day on the job, I'm like, first of all, you fucking retards. And these are actual employees, like not even like the training guys. Like these guys have been here for years. I'm like, you guys clearly didn't read the fucking document because your shades are so fucking far from what is allowed. This is ridiculous. And then it's like, that man has like longer hair than like Dakota and a bigger beard than me. And he's doing the same job that I'm doing. Like, what the fuck? Like, they don't care? Like, why the fuck did you pretend like you did? I was so mad. So now I'm immediately growing all my shit out again.
So those dress code rules, 100% are there to just catch the bottom like 10% shitters.
Yeah. Or
everywhere I've worked.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, everywhere I've worked who's had like a strict dress code like that, after like a week of being there, I'm like, oh no, this doesn't apply to me because I'm not retarded and I know how to dress myself like a adult.
Well, I think it's also there as like it's one of those things of like it's really hard to fire people, right?
Yeah.
So you have to make it like stay at these rules, so when it comes time to fire someone, like
you can just ding them on random shit.
Yeah, like if these rules were actually enforced for most like businesses, like no one would be able to be hired. Like you would get fired so fucking fast because it like no one who works could ever survive under that level of scrutiny if they want to actually fire you. So like it's just there to like, you know, when they decide they're done with you. Oh, another thing, another fucking money saving hack.
I don't clock in and then you go home.
Yeah, you clock in and just leave. They don't. Who's gonna check if you're there? But what's it called? They basically offer me free gym membership if I ride my bike to work or walk to work. Oh, and I'm going to immediately do that. So it's like, oh, I've now just saved like, you know, fucking like just under $200 a month or a year for my gym membership. Not a month. That'd be a crazy gym.
Oh. Speaking of that, Piggy just told me how much he pays a month.
How much does he pay a month?
$187.
A month?
I had to clarify 3 times with him.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, well, so
it is a CrossFit.
I was gonna say
extravaganza.
He's probably doing programs and having a trainer. Yeah, okay, that makes
like it's all one solid package that you have to get everything. And it's like you have this app that they've specifically built for this gym.
Yep. Okay, that makes way.
I still thought it was absurd because like I pay $10 a month for a gym.
Yes, but with Piggy's gym, there's a third party keeping him is like forcing, like keeping in contact with him, and, like, making him do his workouts, like, so, yeah, that's where like the I would never pay for that, but like,
no,
well, if I had infinite money, I might, but you know,
man, no, that's solid though. I like that. It's like, yeah, if you bike or walk to work, here's a gym membership because you'll probably be the most likely to use it.
Well, it's also like there's just so many people that like they don't have enough parking for the most part. Well, they actually do, but it's like
fucking parking.
Yes, but they have so they have several different places they shuttle you in from. It's like you can park off site, park and ride, where it's like, you know, you shuttle in 15 minutes to work, all this jazz. Another one is like, you know, oh, we have this lot over here that's like, you know, got fucking 700 free spots every day, but you have to walk an extra 5 minutes to get to the building. And for some reason, people are like, no, I would rather do the rat race of finding a parking spot. And I'm just like, you are aware that you waste 5+ minutes trying to fucking drive around finding your spot. Whereas if you just didn't do that, like, you'd be there faster and be able to go home sooner.
But the one day a month where they find somewhere right next to the front doors that, I don't know, they got towed. So there's an open spot now. They're feeling on top of fucking cloud 9. Even though they're like negative 3 hours of their life for the rest of the month. They saved those 4 minutes.
Also, if I get the job position place that I think I am going to get, if the place I'm currently assigned to is the like 10-hour 210s, I have literally high rolled the fuck out of every pot. I'm literally the luckiest person on this planet, because the first thing because there's things that I'm thinking about when I'm working. Everyone else is thinking like, oh, like, what are the benefits? I'm thinking like, okay, how hard is parking? How much time am I going to waste, like, having to, like, commute to work, all this shit? Like, you know, how much time
is the auxiliary things?
Yeah, because it's like, to me, you know, well, you're not working 8 hours. You're working 8 hours and driving there and back. And then, like, if you might actually be working, like, fucking 15 hours if your shit's so fucked. Yeah. And then the first thing I noticed when I was doing the elevator is like, oh, during the shift change, everyone's shift changes. So everyone is using the elevators. So if you're on a higher floor, your fucking elevator ride is like 10 minutes because every floor is stopping. So it's like, one, I would just walk. My fucking department, bottom floor. Literally, it is, no, basement.
Oh,
which means I'll just walk up the stairs and go home.
Yeah,
like,
just walk out.
Just walk out.
There's a nice door over there with a red bar across it that says emergency.
Yeah,
it's right next to the parking lot. I just walk out.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. To like the things that other people like notice and like want for their job. They're like, oh, I want to work with like kids. I want to work with like the homeless. And I'm like, why the fuck? You're insane. Yeah. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Both of you are insane. This one lady, like her whole family works there, and like they all work in the same department, and they're like Midwesterners, so like they love their family, and like in the same way that like I love you or I love Nigel is the way they love their family. So like they're all they're all hoping that like she gets put in ophthalmology. It's just so funny. Of like, oh my, this entire floor will be run by this same fucking family. Like,
you gotta love that though. You know, won't be confusing at all for anyone who's like not part of their little family circle.
That's true. So speaking of the family circle, I was reading online, like, obviously the first thing I did was I looked up reviews of like the fucking place I work at, and it's like obviously, you know, people that write reviews are retarded. So sort of
usually
factor that in the fact that like the person whose information you're reading is like they're brain damaged. They have brain damage.
Usually brain damaged and disgruntled.
Yes.
A great combination.
Yeah. So like they immediately, like the first thing I find is they were talking about, oh, they do not hire people. Like they don't promote people that are not from this area. It is a mafia. And I was like, I started thinking about it. And I was like, fuck. Every single like high level person I talked to was born and raised here. And so now I'm like, at least now I'm aware too of like, okay, yeah, it's like if for whatever reason like I'm here for 2 or 3 years and nothing happens, like, and I sit in the same position, I just know that like, okay, that person wasn't like an angry person. I should just know that like, yeah, there's a chance that you can't ever grow if you're not from here. Because like, seriously, we talked to like maybe 20 plus fucking people, and every single one of them, yeah, I'm a local. I'm born and raised here. I don't know why they have southern accents.
That you're also a local.
That's true. Based. No, I still got like a fucking sore thumb.
No. You renounce your California citizenship?
I pretty much do, because they always ask, oh, like, where are you from? Because it's like pretty fucking obvious I'm not from there. Because like, one, I don't have a sophisticated fucking vocabulary, but they don't have any vocabulary here. Okay. Like I use the term orator. You would have thought I fucking pulled out, like, I, like, looked at the wall and printed, like, numbers onto it with my brain. Just like,
you pulled out a thesaurus and just started leafing through.
What the fuck? Because, like, you know, they gave us all they made us watch, like, some pretty cool, like, speeches and, like, presentations. There's this thing called the butterfly effect. And I don't mean the concept of, like, the butterfly effect. I mean, like, the like, TED Talk thing is called the butterfly effect. Okay. And it's this guy talking about, he's like, yeah, so I was watching this guy, you know, I was watching the time. And, you know, they said the person of the week was this guy for inventing, you know, for his work with corn or whatever the fuck. And it's saved an estimated 2 billion lives with his, like, you know, drought resistant corn is what it's like, it saved. And he's like, well, I mean, yeah, it was his research that, like, you know, did it. But who actually saved those 2 billion people? It was actually like Henry Williams, this guy who, like, you know, hired this guy and, like, raised and, like, grew up with him. Well, was it really Henry Williams? Because it was actually, you know, George Washington Carver for all the work to do with peanuts. And then, like, when George Washington Carver was doing his research, he took young Henry with him and showed him all this stuff, which led to him becoming vice president and making this department that made this corn subsidy. But was it really George Washington Carver? Or was it these people that, like, you know, when George Washington Carver was kidnapped as a baby and his mom was, like, raped and killed, this dude, like, gave up his last fucking horse to pay for the ransom for this, like, completely random, like, African baby in, like, the middle of the fucking, like, I don't know when Carver was. I'm assuming the early 1900s.
What, your fucking presidents?
Yeah, but, well, that's not a president. That's the guy who did Peanuts.
Well, I figured the guy who did Peanuts was probably the same president.
That's not a bad guess for America.
Really, how off base could I be?
Oh my god! But yeah, like it was a really fun speech. Like, oh, like what did you like the most about the video, Dylan? And I'm like, I felt like he was a really good orator. Like the way that he spoke and his cadence was good. And you would have thought that I fucking just was like solving a Rubik's Cube while like beaming information into their brains.
Yeah.
An orator? What the fuck? And then, like,
where are you from, lad?
It dawned on me of like, oh yeah, most, like, and for the record, my college education is a fucking associate's degree, okay? I don't have a college education for real, but just like realizing like, oh yeah, some people don't even have the pretend degrees.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't do any college whatsoever. Because, like, growing up for me, it was like, yeah, you go to college. Like, that's what you do. Yeah, you should go to college. That's your career path is you go to college, and then you figure it out from there. And these people did not have that career path.
They said, hey, you finished grade 10, and that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. And fucking, if I have to hear another, I'm going to hear a bunch because it's obviously where they're from. But if I hear another fucking Minnesota or fucking Wisconsin accent, I'm going to fucking go ballistic, dude. It just drives me
bad news for you.
It's just so fucking annoying sometimes. And they're nice people, but I don't know. They're all corn-fed. There's
all corn-fed.
There's some, oh man.
Got some characters.
We got some characters, and we've got some like structural like worries for the buildings I'm working in. Of like, is this building gonna collapse? Like, are we safe to work up here right now? Like, there are too many of us up here. Like, each of us weighs too much. Like, in California, I'm a fat fuck. Okay. Minnesota, I am fucking a very skinny man.
No, listen, they got to get a little thicker for the winters.
That's
They're
true.
Harsh.
That's true. But yeah, I don't know. Like, it was just so weird because again, like, I was like so fucking fat when I came to Minnesota. I fit in perfectly, and then it's like I just ate raw potatoes for several days in a row, and I'm just like so much skinnier.
For 8 months straight, I only ate 2 potatoes a day.
Yeah.
You did the Martian diet.
The Martian diet. But I know you're talking about the movie with fucking. Yeah. I was imagining little green men eating potatoes. I don't know why it was very funny to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I am shocked by the way that people choose to live and how unfulfilling I think most people's lives are. It makes me like unbelievably sad.
Because well, you try not to think about it too much, and it makes you a little bit happier. It's easier to handle when you don't consider other people.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't know, like, it's just so weird because I would probably have to talk about the podcast a bunch, and probably just like fucking to my soapbox here, but like my like people's definitions of success are so different, and people's goals in life are so different, and I feel like so many people are chasing just the complete wrong goals of like. My life is actually pretty boring in terms of like, what do I actually do all day? Like, I don't really do much. I do a little bit of editing, a little bit of writing. I play mostly just video games. I don't do anything inherently exciting, but I've cultivated a pretty substantial community around myself. Obviously, there are fucking people out there who have such bigger communities surrounding them and shit, but I've like done a pretty decent job of, for the most part, surrounding myself with people that I enjoy spending time with and I like hanging out with, right? Like, most people don't get to convince one of their best friends to do a podcast with them every week. And then, like, they just go home, sleep, wake up, go to work. And that shit...
A lot of people just operate on autopilot.
That shit freaks me the fuck out. It's just the thought of, like, you close your eyes, you fucking open them again, and it's 20 years later, and you've inted it all away. That's why like things like my birthday is gonna just keep getting bigger. I've decided, like, to the point where like I am gonna like start looking into buying like property for it specifically and planning out like an itinerary, and like that way we lower the cost. And then, like, the cost people do put in goes into, like, yeah, I bought us all a bunch of fucking dirt bikes, and we're going to go break our fucking legs at my birthday.
That's such a great idea to just, you know what? You buy an empty plot of land.
Yes.
And for 5 years in a row on your little birthday extravaganza, we just bring building material, and we build the place.
So here's the problem with that. One, May would kill herself immediately. And I actually think that, like, not even a meme. If people were motivated, we could 100% do that. And in 5 years, we would have a genuinely good compound that was like well functioning and like.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it wouldn't be super expensive. Like,
I don't think it would be hard to get the 30 of us motivated to do that. Like for 3, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, a week, whatever it ends up being.
Yeah. Yeah, like
the motivation is just gym. He'll take his shirt off, sweat glistening down his body while he's holding a hammer. Done. Sold.
Yeah, I oftentimes think about, like, if I ever made any money from any of the content I created, what would I do with it? Because, like, my mindset, and this is, I didn't realize people don't think like this. It blew my mind. This, to me, the first dollar, well, I guess we're well past the first dollar, but, like, the first consistent, significant, well, like, from, like, just me and content creation in general. Yeah. But, like, you know, you reinvest that immediately into the content. Yeah. You don't, like, buy some fucking stupid car or something, and I'm like, oh no, most people will just buy the stupid car. And it's like, oh yeah, that's why most people, like, suck at things. Yeah, if I started making money off content and, like, people actually started watching me, I would immediately reinvest it into the content itself and to, like the fucking, I'll call it the AnySPIDERPIG project, where it's like just the idea of making a fucking place that, like, a ranch basically for all of us to, like, use whenever the fuck we would want, like, all kinds of shit. And, you know, what would it take to you know, facilitate that? And then it's like, once I have it built, like, in this hypothetical scenario, if I have the audience to build it, I have the audience to fucking make content with it and, like,
absolutely,
make it self-sustaining. So it's like, those are, like, my goals. So, like, I don't give a shit about a fancy car. I will for my entire life, I will always drive a piece of shit car that is, like, $400. That's just always gonna be who I am. These are not things that I'm just, all of my motivations in life are, like, it sounds like cringe to say, but it's, like, all, like, 100% like spiritual based. Like, I care about, like I get, well, spiritual sounds like Jesus-y, not like Jesus spiritual, but like
interpersonal relationships.
Yes,
and, like,
yeah, that kind of fulfillment. Because it's like, you know, obviously, like, yes, having a fucking nice ass house would be cool and all that shit, but, like, no, I'm fine living in, like, I would live in this house that I currently live in where the power goes out constantly forever. I would live here literally forever, and I would just have the ranch and, like, have someone maintain it, and, like, every once in a while, why the fuck is Renova calling me during the podcast?
I can't wait to be hired on as your warehouse maintainer, ranch maintainer. What's Renova want? Is he gonna join us?
No, his microphone is terrible right now. And he's also in Australia, so, like, his parents they're all screaming in the background. They're, oh, I'm fucking, no, I'm Australian, I'm gay. I fucking have sex with dogs. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I have my goals in life, and they're not necessarily impossible to obtain if I, like, focus on things like content creation. I don't think that'll ever be a thing for me. I think that, like, there's just a lot of RNG into it.
It's on the up and up. I'm looking at the numbers.
Unjokingly, like, all memes aside, obviously 64 fucking viewers, pathetic numbers. Like, completely.
It does put you in the, like, top 10% of YouTube.
Sure, but, like, it's not actually something to be proud of, right? But I am unbelievably fucking proud of the fact that I can put out a video and in one day 70 people have watched it. And it's like,
absolutely, you should be.
No, I shouldn't be, because
totally different mindset about it.
I try and, like, I spend so much of my life trying to ego check myself, because, like, if I didn't, I would just become the most annoying person of all time. Like,
let the ego run free.
No, I can't. Like,
you're not ready for what happens when I launch mine on December 1st. And I get 10 viewers. And it's get daily pictures of my nuts.
I would love it. I would love it. It would make me so happy. I don't know. Like, funnily, it's so weird that, like, I've never, like, seriously considered content creation. I've always, like, fantasized about how cool it would be, but I've never, like, actually put in the fucking effort in my life, because I'm a lazy fucking piece of shit.
See the last 2 years you've been in Minnesota.
Yes, exactly.
4 streams.
Exactly. And it's like, it is, again, I don't want this to sound like I'm gloating. I understand that it's not that fucking impressive. I just think that it's so fucking cool that, like, I have just, again, small numbers. I understand, guys. Okay, I'm trying fucking hard to not get too excited, but, like, it is incredibly cool to see you have a hobby like making videos and seeing that growth, like, going from, you know, like, 80 subscribers to, like, 122 over the course of, like, a month, just via uploading, and it's like at this point it's gotten to where it's like these videos aren't even watched by people that I know personally anymore. There are people that I've never interacted with that tell their friends to tell me, oh, tell them I love this video. It is fucking insane to me. Again, small number, but still so cool. And like, and really,
this platform to just showboat and glorify.
Yes, exactly. Gloat. I'm just, it's something that I am very proud of right now. And it's been very fun to like hone in my editing skills and create like a workflow and all that jazz. It has just been, it has been a blast to make these fucking videos. And like looking at the Blender stuff, like that's gonna get put on the back burner because I just can't not play Minecraft, you know? And
you know, Blender's not a weekend pick up and run.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, so like that's the thing too, is like as soon as I get my schedule where hopefully it's 2/10s, then like I'm still gonna keep my like sleep schedule the way that it is for the work, and then I'll just like dedicate that time to like learning shit, because I think I can make so much better content if I learn Blender. Like the most like I have so many simple ideas. Renobe actually hit me up about like his art, and like because he wants to do more animations. He's like, oh, can you help me storyboard? And it's like, absolutely I can, but understand that I'm an insane person and my creative process is mentally fucking ill, and like you're probably not ready for me to like.
You're not ready for me at my max.
Yes, because like again, it's a hobby, but I do like take pride in my work and like the shit that I do, and so
especially with all those viewers you're getting.
Yeah, true.
Huge numbers.
Massive numbers, but like it's like the content is low quality, but the quality that I can control, I do like care a lot about it, and I'm like very particular about the things that I do within the videos, and like the whole creative process has like completely shifted around for me. Like I used to just be like, okay, what do I think is a funny thing me put in video now, and now I'm like, okay, if I'm someone who doesn't have any information on our guild, how do you introduce somebody's personality and then make a bit with that in like, you know, a quick 7-second introduction. And I've been fucking with that a lot. And then trying to include like, you know, oh, well, if you've seen the past like 9 videos, this will be like a callback to this or whatever the fuck. And it's just, it's been so fucking fun. I need you to get into content creation too. I'm going to fucking...
I need time to do that.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Actually, that's what this week has been amazing about. Like, with nobody in the office and me just having the time to do whatever I want, I've just been doing Blender like content creation.
Fuck just yes.
Cranking it out all week.
All I have to do, Jit, is make enough money to replace your current salary, and then I can pay you.
It's not a whole lot of money, so it should be close.
Well, currently from YouTube we make $0, so that's less.
Listen, if you took 4 shifts a week, 4 10s, you would replace my entire salary.
Probably. Oh, there's my Windows thing. Let's see. Actually, I wonder how close I am to. I base a lot of my life around when is my next Twitch payout, and I haven't really streamed, so it's probably not very close. But I kind of want to. What's up?
Go ahead, keep going.
Oh, I want to eat lunch, so I really hope that this fucking. Okay, we're not gonna be eating lunch anytime soon.
Oh, when do you get paid? Next week?
No. Oh, for my job?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's.
Are you on a monthly pay schedule?
1 second. Oh wait, no, I'm actually about to get paid out again.
Oh, there you go.
I'm $5 away. That's like 3 subs. Oh shit. Okay, huge.
All right, quotes. Boot up Twitch Prime. You're gonna go over there. And Amazon Prime is Twitch.
Yes. Let's ignore my start menu
3 times.
appearing. About when I'm gonna get paid. We got so fucked. Also, why is my hair like sticking up like this?
It makes your haircut fucking look ridiculous, but I love it.
It really does. So in my this is how my hair looks like normally. I slick it back, but for some reason my headset is like.
I like the tuft right there.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because I just took a shower. I look like fucking Kramer. I just took a shower and I didn't like I didn't like brush it or anything. Like I literally got out of the shower and got here talking to you. Let's push my fucking hair back so I look less of a psycho. Who fucking cares? It's just gonna look like shit. That's what beanies for. But anyways, I got fucked on pay basically because of the way the pay periods work. So pay period is 2 weeks for us.
Sure.
And you get paid for like, you know, the 2 weeks prior to that, right?
Right.
Well, this last Tuesday was the pay period. So I make nothing. So this next...
And so you get nothing for 2 weeks.
For fucking...
And then you wait for the next pay.
For a month, I don't get anything. Because this next pay period is like that Monday, Tuesday only that I was worked. So I get a paycheck for 16 hours.
Yeah.
And then... After that, I'm going to start getting paid a bunch. Because I think I worked for... I think it's 40 hours a week for the next 6 weeks.
For training?
Yeah, and then I get to go to be fucking do nothing boy. Which I'm very excited about. I'm excited to like... I'm hoping there are like normal people that work in my areas. I can like...
What, 70,000? There's got to at least maybe be one? Maybe.
And like... They're like these older ladies that we were training with. I love them. If they were my coworkers, I'd be so happy. They're so nice and polite. They're a beaming example of what I think the Midwest should be. Just so fucking nice. Just incredibly kind. You know, I would love to have them as coworkers. But, you know, they all got assigned to different departments.
I do miss all my older lady coworkers. Like, they've always been such sweethearts to me, and I just love them dearly, and I miss them all so much.
Oh, it's also like every one of our trainers is like an older lady that's been there for like a million years. There are a few younger ones. Dude, my old lady Riz is just like, they don't stand a chance, dude.
Listen, I hit them with the double super effective combo when I used to work in Ottawa in furniture sales and that. It was old French ladies. They fell over backwards for my little Southern Canada accent when I speak French. And they would I'd sit them down on a couch. I'd like, I would guide them down. And we'd just chat, shoot the shit. And they'd be like, oh, ho, 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 what can I buy for you in here? I'm like, I don't know if that's how this works, but I'll take it.
Hell yeah. God, I don't know. I'm just very excited about like actually working in my department and seeing how awful it is. Because I don't know if it's going to be terrible or not.
Just find a way to automate it, and then create content while you're at work.
Based. I did think about I was like, oh yeah, I'll just bring like a notepad and I'll like try and. It's also hard to script out videos when you don't have it in front of you. Like otherwise, I'm just writing scripts for videos I'm like never gonna make, which I've done so many times.
I was gonna say, don't you have a notebook already with like?
Oh my god! Oh no! Well, they have ideas that I've just like started scripting out videos I'm never going to make now.
Yeah.
Because like I used to be so nervous to put my voice in my videos, like voiceover, and after you've done it a few times, it's second nature now. So.
Now, how much do you like listening to your own voice now? Though?
I would fucking kill myself. That's why a lot of times,
that
dude.
Hasn't changed. Yeah.
If there's ever a fucking like misspeaking moment, it's like because I didn't listen to it. Because listening to myself talk makes me want to die.
Yep.
So, yeah, the whole I've really enjoyed. It's like probably the most fun hobby I've ever had is making these little videos, and it's just fun, just good plain fun.
I don't even publish them, but fucking making little videos and like making little movies and that, I fucking love it.
You and Austin, I feel like you've tricked me into quitting drugs. What? Where it's like, you guys are both like, oh yeah, dude, we're gonna quit too, man. Like we're gonna upload a video every fucking day. You better do it, Dylan. You're such a flake. I know you're gonna flakes out, Dylan. You're so shit. And I fucking started making videos every week. It's like these fucking assholes haven't uploaded a goddamn thing.
I never said I would make a video a week. I just said I'd beat you in subs for 2023.
That's probably true. Listen. I've peaked. I think we haven't gained a new sub this week, so we're just gonna call it.
I'm gonna min-max my way through. I'm gonna play a little dirty and cheat. I'm just gonna make Minecraft videos. I'm gonna develop the Minecraft accent.
What's the Minecraft accent?
I can't say it because I haven't practiced it enough. But there's an accent. It's like the Valorant accent.
I don't know. What's the Valorant accent?
My God, do you not watch videos ever?
No, I don't watch any. I don't play those games.
Those are great games. First of all, wonderful games.
Shit games for idiots. But continue.
Valorant's wonderful, but anyways, you just make them in their weird, whiny little voices,
what?
And you get millions of subscribers and followers and viewers.
Dude, I've been watching Minecraft content recently, and it has become apparently it should have been the entire time, but I was just reminded of the fact that Minecraft is a game for children.
Yeah. Yeah, I just watched it at work. I was watching how to build like some redstone machine.
Yeah.
And it was just like, oh, I'm a toddler in this situation and I'm being spoken down to.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to click off this video and I'm going to leave a hate comment.
I meant it more like every fucking video, like the dudes, like the way they act is just like their cadence. They're not even talking down to you.
Yes, you know the Minecraft accent then.
Yes. Yeah, where it's like, all right, like top 10 things to do at the Skulker box. This is absolutely crazy. And it's like, I feel like this content is not for me.
However, you do that and they just flood in. It's easy.
Oh, did I tell you about what happened when I streamed Minecraft for like 2 months?
No. But I did notice you streamed Minecraft for 2 months because I was checking your Twitch analytics today.
Yeah, this was like years ago though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Random people would show up and donate a fuck ton of money. They just like Minecraft people are like, they just give you the money. Yeah, they're unhinged. Yeah. So I might need to start streaming me hating the Diggy. I think is what I might do in the future.
Yeah, just flatland stream.
Yeah. We're digging. But I'm also like you know, I'm really bad at not going to bed at 3 a.m, so I'm like really tired when I get back from work because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. So don't do that and stream Minecraft. And there's no reason to stream till 3 a.m. The kids are asleep.
That's
so you won't even get the
well, no, I'm literally just staying up like watching Minecraft videos on my phone going, okay, one more and I'll go to sleep, and being like, oh fuck, I have to go to work in 38 minutes.
Now I was falling asleep to Minecraft long builds for like a week there.
Long builds or belts?
Builds. So it's just like 9-hour long videos of somebody just building a house in Minecraft. And it's just the background noises. Oh, peak to fall asleep, especially when it starts raining.
Oh,
and it's like, oh, I just listened to the little blocks get put into place. And some rain falling on it, and it's great.
You missed it last night, man. Raid last night was fucking unhinged. We learned a lot of things about people's lives and their penises. Because I brought up a thing that happened, and I'm curious actually, because you might be on their side with this. No, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna warn you ahead of time. Tay is on my side in this story. Okay.
This is interesting. Okay.
But so is quotes. All right.
No, that's a combo I never thought I'd see.
Manaclaw, not on my side. Neither is Dakota. So this is an interesting battle we've got.
Yeah. Okay.
So what I said happened. Well, no, I think Dakota was on mine. I'm misremembering. I don't think Dakota. It was mostly Manaclaw. Apparently, this is not a thing most people have done. So this happened to me twice in my entire life, across like my whole life. So I was about to leave work. And I had to go take a piss. I'm wearing a belt. My shirt's tucked and all this shit. And I don't feel like undoing all this, right? So I unzip my pants to go piss to the urinal. The problem is, my underwear doesn't have a dick hole, right? So I've got to like reach into my zipper to pull down my elastic band. Like, you know, if I was smart, I would have used my nuts to hold it down. Instead, I'm just like holding it down like the shaft of my dick.
Casual rookie mistake, but understandable. Heat of the moment. And
so I'm going to take a piss, right? And my dick is kind of like this, basically, right?
Yeah.
I'm pissing. I finish and I shake, and I go to put my dick back in my pants, but because it's at an angle, a bunch of piss is like still. Thank you. I'm not retard. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And you get a little extra drip than you ordered.
Yep. Always, if you're gonna not use the balls to tuck it under, you just drop it low, relieve the pressure.
Yeah. Again, this happens to me so rare. This is the second time it's ever happened, but it was just like goddamn it. Yeah. Look, this is a hot take. I feel like this doesn't even make sense, but just like I feel like like real working men understand. Like, this just happens to you sometimes, man. You know, quotes immediately was like, oh yes, this is like, of course. For some reason, Renobe was against me. They couldn't grasp the concept of like, you know, yeah, if you like your mechanics, like you're kinking a hose, like there's fucking piss in the reservoir. Like if your dick is not completely level when you're pissing, and you go
even then, you want a slight down angle. Just,
yeah, for sure.
It'll go to the lowest point.
Yeah, and rookie mistake, and then like somehow it turned into, instead of me like being like, yeah, I just got an extra, you know, helping of piss in my underwear. They're like, you pissed your pants at work? It's like, no, I didn't just fucking piss my pants at work.
Oh, God.
It was so funny.
No. I need to get back into rating so I can have some good input.
Dude, last night, I said that I deleted the VOD because Nigel wiped us and I had the erase all evidence. Obviously, I have like my own personal VOD, but it was like one of the most rowdy raid nights in a while. Just like so much, like we were just getting too out of pocket. Fucking so funny.
As soon as this is done, I'm logging into Wrath and gonna go do some quests on my priest.
Oh, sure you are gonna do, buddy.
As long as Piggy doesn't ambush me again for
low Overwatch, low W.
Overwatch. I've played probably like 20 hours in the last 2 days. It's such a good game. I love playing with Piggy.
I'm glad you're having fun. I can't. I've retired from Overwatch. I'm too retarded.
Yeah, that's fine.
Too mad. But
I've discovered my new main too.
Ooh, who is it? Who are you?
Moira.
Oh, I fucking hate you all. I know exactly what you're healing. 0 people. You're fucking pumping damage.
My healing numbers are so high, but my damage is just as high. And it's fucking.
This is.
You can ask Piggy and Bungie even about it. I developed this other persona. This ego takes over. When I see 40 elims.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Bungie when you're not there, and he's gonna be like, dude, this fucking retard. It's gonna be over.
Single-handedly carry every. I just checked. I've got like 10 play of the games in the last 10 matches.
You're a fucking hero. There's no way you're inting your team or pissing you off.
I fucking love Moira so much.
Oh no.
I don't know why I've been such a silly little mercy main.
You little slut.
This whole time.
Speaking of video games, I really want to play Battlefield again, but I just I haven't had the drive or the fellas.
Battlefield was fun.
It really was. And they've changed a bunch of shit, so I should go check it out. But I'm like, yeah, it turns out my video editing hobby actually takes up a fuck ton of time if I put any effort into it. Yeah. And I've been trying to find ways to optimize it, like my workflow. And for a while, I was watching the replays at 2x speed, being like, this is so good. And it was like, no, I miss so much if I do 2x speed. I can't do this.
You have to like have a note next to you and just write down the times that things happen as they happen.
So I have a Stream Deck, and I used to have a button set up where I would press it and it would make a notepad file that corresponds with my record. And then I haven't set that up again, and I'm just being lazy.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah.
So no, I get that. It's hard to manage. Especially if you're doing like 40 hours a week for this training. Yeah. Like trying to do video editing as a hobby and do that plus raid and then podcast. Yeah. Stop raiding.
Yeah, no, I actually like, I don't know. I think that raiding is like a super important part of the community existing for now. I think I'll eventually like, I will find a way to remove raiding from the equation, but still keep everyone together and interested. I don't know how yet, but I will. Because if you stop raiding, like, you don't keep everyone. Like, obviously,
you'll have some people die.
Yeah, like, you know, because, like, May, they all stick around and stuff like that. But, like, we've lost Irma. Irma's gone forever. He doesn't exist. And it's like, I'd rather not lose everyone. Like, how am I going to keep Quotes interested, right? He's going to go try and do work instead of play fucking World of Warcraft. So I just got to figure something out. And it might just be we raid forever, and that's like the thing that keeps us in.
Next Tuesday, you'll have your answer on what to do next.
Why is that? What's happening on Tuesday?
On Tuesday, I have got privileged information that Blizzard is releasing information about Psalm 2.
And we're
gonna play hardcore as a guild.
I think that'd be a fun challenge.
I think it'd be an amazing challenge to have, listen, you set it up like this. We get our 40 people.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have 40 people somewhere in the community who will play.
Yes.
You split them up into 8 teams.
Of 5.
So now you have a competitive nature about it. And you say, okay, we need to kill KT.
We're not, that's a ridiculous goal and concept.
And you make content out of it.
We need to kill so I have thought about this for a long time.
Van Cleef.
So I think people imagine that the Project Zomboid video isn't coming. It is. It will eventually be made. Fortunately, it's like evergreen. So like there are like just certain weeks where I don't work on it.
Yeah.
But
I need to transfer one more file, I think, still for that too.
Yeah, this thing is like, I think I have almost everyone's file, but it is coming along, and every time I get like a fucking like 15-minute first cut, I'm like, I don't like how this goes narratively. Let's start over, and I just literally completely start over, and I think I have an idea, and I think I can figure this out. I shouldn't get ahead of my WoW videos, but like it is like not draining, but like you are mentally tired when you finish one of them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I need like a day or two to fucking. I understand now why like everyone who does like any sort of media shit is always on like fucking antidepressants and like stuff for stress. It's like, oh yeah, I could see how like pushing your brain's creativity to the max and knowing like obviously my stakes are super fucking low. Like, oh, I upload my video fucking 5 days late. Oh boo hoo. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, people are starting to watch it. If you're on like a fucking network news channel, oh my god, you're developing stomach ulcers.
I completely forgot about that prior to starting this job. It's like I used to do 3D modeling and that for another company.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I can't wait. I'll be back in the office and I'll dick around with my software. It'll be fun. Holy fuck, did I forget how just like mentally exhausting it can be to sit there and be like, yeah, you have 8 hours. Figure this, like you're designing a machine today.
Yeah.
And that better work.
Yep.
And like this week too, with just like, okay, this is a project I want to finish by the end of the week. Holy shit. Just like using 100% of your attention on something takes up a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot of brain processing power to like do shit. I don't know. Like again, like it's just wild. Like how quickly your brain can like actually get burnt out not doing shit. And it's like, what's weird too is like not doing shit burns your brain out too. Like,
yeah. You have to find that like perfect balance of like you're working on something, but you're not like burning it out.
Yeah.
You're not lethargic and losing it.
Yeah. It's like balancing that candle. You know, you gotta make sure it's not fucking burn out too quick, but you still need a little bit of light. Mm-hmm. But like, yeah, for like work stuff, like I am like falling asleep at the end of the fucking seminars because it's just so boring half the time. But I feel like I'm in school again, where it's like as soon as school gets out, I'm like hit with a burst of energy. It's like, oh, I'm so excited to get home and do all these things. And it's like, oh, I don't have as much time as I thought I did now. Like, huh. Mm-hmm. Like I gotta get all these tasks and I saw like I used to do laundry and stuff on like the weekends. It's like, no, I only have 3 shirts now. I have to do laundry every Wednesday. And Sunday.
Yeah.
So
yeah, going from having like 16 hours a day, like 7 days a week, to now 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun to adjust to that. Yeah. That's like all through the pandemic and that. When I got laid off for the first lockdown and then Canada had 27 other lockdowns after that.
Yeah.
Like shifting back into gear to go to work was like absolutely insane. Especially through the orientations, when I think there was one company, they gave me like a little pair of headphones and they're like, here you go. We're going to leave you in a room alone. Watch 6 hours of safety videos now. I was just sitting there like, oh, fuck. Anytime now, I'm going to pass out. I'm going to get fired.
What's funny is the pandemic for construction in Southern California was the exact opposite. We were so fucking busy because it's like, oh yeah, our 3-hour commutes are now 15-minute commutes. We are going to get so much fucking work. Like we kicked it into overdrive. Like there was like a small like 2-week window where no one knew what to do. Where like, you know, oh, everything is closed for now. That it was like, you know, no one was doing anything. To like immediately like we are mass producing everything we can. It is all cylinders, motherfuckers.
Yeah, Faye's dad worked like he was in construction for the city. And so he was doing like 16-hour days back to back. And I was like, he's like, it's just insane how much you can get done when there's nothing around you to like stop it.
Yep. God, yeah, the whole thing is just fascinating. Also, my dog, dude, I've showed so many fucking women my dog in the last like 3 days. Oh, yeah. Cause they're just like, oh, like, well, cause like it was like small talk shit. And like, for some reason, everyone always talks about this. So maybe I'm insane. I talk about my dog a little bit, but usually it's like because someone brings it up or like it's relevant to a conversation or she's like literally behind me.
Yeah.
Every fucking person I talk to up here just talks about their cats in the same way that I would talk about like any other thing on this that's more interesting. Like, I fucking hate cats and all they do is talk about their cats. And I'm not autistic enough to be like, I fucking hate cats. I don't want to see your stupid cat. But that's how I feel. And I feel like I'm taken prisoner by these women who want me to look at their fucking cats.
Well, that's when you gotta Uno reverse them and just be like, well, before you show me your cat, I gotta show you my dog.
Well, no. So here's another problem. But here, they want to see my dog. They're so excited to see Posey.
Oh no!
Because I have so many cute pictures of her. Because I'm always taking cute little pictures of her.
Yeah.
And I've learned to compartmentalize my photos. I now have an album of pictures of my dog because you know, scrolling through some of these memes, you know, if they read the wrong word, I'm fired.
Some are a little rough.
Yeah. Yeah, May sent me a meme or two that, you know, probably shouldn't be viewed by the American public.
Oh no, May, come on, do better. Do better, Haley.
I should send you some stuff that May sends me. It's unbelievably hilarious. Also, it's been an hour and a half, so we will end it here. However, Jit.
All right. Talk to me.
I'm probably going to force you to do another one tomorrow so that we're not on the same week of uploads.
None of my calendars work on my computer. I was gonna have a nice little time of being like, it's last week. What do you mean tomorrow?
No. Because Austin wasn't free today, and I like to be a fucking week ahead so that if you do go, hey, Bay's taking me, it's like, oh, that's fine. Yeah, like, we'll just tell the next week. You know, we've got the Holden episode. But anyways, that's all, everyone. Thank you for watching. This is longer than usual.
Haley.
Goodbye, Haley. You're not beautiful, but handsome.
You're wonderful.